Well, welcome everybody. I'm going to just share briefly something from some years back, a health issue that I had. Can everyone hear me okay? A health issue that I went through. And I sense God was wanting me to share it because others also go through issues. And he was wanting to encourage us that the level of your gifting, that you'll often come across opposition. There'll be things that'll come upon you, and I felt the Lord was wanting to encourage you to look at the destination where He is leading you, and He's leading you to higher ground and to make you stronger in Him, even though you get hit by sandstorms or issues along the way. That these may be attacks of the evil one on you, but God is going to take you through it. And the attacks are because the evil one knows the call upon your life, and he knows the destiny that you have. So I'll just share something of the issue I had. Quite some years back, I had a condition come upon me where I had chronic warts on my fingers and my feet and my toes. And this went on for about 10 years. And as much as you prayed about it, they just seemed to spread worse. And I got to see a really good dermatologist for the last 2 years in Deakin. He was an older dermatologist, really experienced. And he would, every 2.5 weeks, spend a long time treating them, cutting the skin back, hitting you with liquid nitrogen. It was so painful at times you would almost faint as you were leaving there. But at least he persevered. And he said to me that I had the worst case he had ever encountered. And even worse, he said they didn't seem to respond. But he persevered. And toward the end of that 2-year period, I got a herniated disc. And so it meant I couldn't actually leave home. I couldn't continue any treatment, and so that went on for a couple of months. And in the midst of that time, I had a dream. And in that dream, it was an interesting dream. I was in a meeting with a group of people that I knew, and one of the fellows who was an elder came up to me with a bottle of oil, and he anointed me with that oil, and he said, "You're healed from this." And I read carefully that bottle said vitamin A, and it was like 40,000 international units, really strong. And so I thought, when I woke up, I'll take careful note of that. I know exactly what I need to get. So as I searched around to try and buy that oil, I couldn't find it anywhere. And so I went to chemists. They didn't have it. I then went to a health store that specialised in oils and vitamins, and I asked the manager there, I said, "Look, I need to get this really strong vitamin A oil." And he looked at me and he said, "You can't buy that oil. They don't make it, you can't buy it." And as he spoke, I was almost knocked back by the Holy Spirit. The power in that fellow's voice, as the power of God came on me, and I realised the words struck me that you can't buy that oil. And the Holy Spirit said, "It comes from me. It comes from God." And so I realised this is coming from God. It's not anything I can buy. So at the end of the couple of months, I went back to the dermatologist, and he looked at my hands and my feet, and he said, "They're all gone." And I shared something about the dream, but it sort of went over his head. But I praise God. What a good God we have, and for His healing for me at that time. A verse I would share with you, encourage you with dreams to not discount them. That God is often speaking to us in dreams. From Job 33. "For God may speak in one way or in another, yet man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon men while slumbering on their beds, then He opens the ears of men and seals their instruction." And I would encourage you that greater is He that's in you than that's in the world. As you come against obstacles, issues, whatever it is in life, that look at the destiny of where God is leading you and the call upon your life, and God will bring it to pass. He will strengthen you. He will give you the ability to go through, and He will use you.